you for joining me. Could you tell me a bit about your impressions so far at the SIPS conference?
Yeah, well, we came to this conference by invitation. There was a special session from Professor Hans Leuenberger, who was of the opinion that we could contribute somehow, and so we did, or tried to. Our talk was yesterday, and it is a well-organized conference, very, very interesting, nice mix. The only problem we have is that the schedule is sometimes a little bit overstretched, so that one doesn't really know where to end up when going to certain talks. But this has an advantage because those surprises sometimes push oneself into topics one has never thought to even consider to attend talks there. And well, then one learns something completely new. So, San, what would you say?
No, I agree. I got here because of my father. He had the idea that
Don't
the talk...
use me as an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. I got here because, well, he thought the talk that he did, the topic that he was talking about, I basically started this whole topic when I was 14, and he asked me if I wanted to do a joint talk so that we do it together. And I said yes, and up until now it was really interesting coming here, meeting all these different people, and from all around the world as well. And it's been fun and interesting.
Yeah, and one should point out that giving a joint talk is pretty unusual for, well, conferences in general, but SIPS made it possible. And so, yeah, and everybody enjoyed it. It was a new experience, also for the audience, of course. And the organizers, they took the risk, and it panned out as planned, we'd say. Yeah, yes.
Could you kind of give a very brief summary of what your talk was about?
It was about mathematical psychology, and as this is such a wide field, we were asked to narrow it down, and so we talked about love, which of course has to do a little bit with you're getting interested into what species?
In the species of girls, exactly. Yeah, I asked my father about it, and I didn't want to mess anything up. So I asked him about the attractiveness potential, and yeah, he gave me the answer, and we started doing mathematical psychology a little bit. So yeah, that's how this project was started in the first place.
Well, the little bit needs to be relativized because it ended up in a book some psychologists call the breakthrough in psychology, even though we are physicists and mathematicians. But, well, psychology obviously isn't that far from rigorous math, if one thinks deep enough.
You mentioned attending different lectures. How do you feel about coming to a conference with so many different disciplines?
It is wonderful. This is the chance to really get a holistic picture and for a change start things new. And one of those main sayings or expressions we learned from our own preparations for the lecture was the Cicero expression. What was it?
It was to never start to stop and never stop to start.
Yeah, and this conference really provides. It provides.
That's perfect. And how did you feel about the entertainment program, the social events?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the dancing was fun to watch, but as we are we are shy Germans, so we didn't want to dance ourselves, and thank goodness.
And we can't dance as well, so...
We pretended to be still eating. We can't dance.
I also really like the food here. It's like really good.
Yes.
I eat a lot of it.
And you like the hotel?
Yes, it's a nice place. We've done walks around here. It's a really nice place, and we are planning to use it more after the conference is done. So
yeah, and the personnel is really motivated to help. And you have a question, they're
really nice.
Oh.